Welcome back to the Rays 2011 preseason special. I'm Todd Callis. Amongst all the offseason acquisitions, perhaps the most intriguing was Johnny Damon. The Dr. Phillips High School product out of Orlando had always thought about playing at some point of his career in his hometown area. So the former Royal and Red Sox and Yankee and most recently Tiger is now a member of the Tampa Bay Rays, and he couldn't be more excited. He sat down with our own Dwayne Stats.
Johnny, before we talk baseball, let's talk personal side. Coming here has a personal dimension for you.
Yeah, it sure does. You know, I'm from Orlando, which is an hour and a half away, so friends and family get to load up buses and come out and watch their favorite team. They always loved the teams that I played on, but you know, now they actually get to root for their home team. I get to play for my home teams. It's great for us.
It's an exciting day for the Rays organization to announce the addition of Johnny Damon and Manny Ramirez. We're excited about what both these guys bring to our organization and are really looking forward to their contributions both on and off the field.
Sweet, I look good on white.
You and Manny showed up at the same time. Everybody wants to know about that. So you've been there before, you've been teammates before. Give me a little background on that.
Manny and I played 4 years together in Boston, and you know, every day was a mystery. You never knew what was going to happen. You never knew what was going to be said, if something was going to be said. I think Boston can do that to you. I mean, it's fanatical. Seems like Manny is in a much better place now. So being back together with him, I know he's going to have a monster year. When he talks to the media, when you see him doing all of his workouts, he has something to prove, and I think he's going to prove it.
Give us some random impressions of this club over the last few years.
Well, obviously, the past couple of years, they've been a threat. They've made it to the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years. But before that, you know, when they were losing all the games, they were still a pain in the butt for everybody. I mean, we would get to the ballpark not knowing what we were going to get. You know, that they can have a lights-out pitching performance, or they can get blasted. But their offense was always there. You know, this team has been very scary, and hopefully adding myself and Manny, people can still view this team as being scary and dangerous. And a bunch of these guys are stepping into their primes too. We're going to see what Brignac can do for a full season. Sean Rodriguez, Zobrist is going to play a lot. Matt Joyce, Desmond Jennings. I mean, all these guys have to learn on the fly, and if they're not maturing right now, it could be a tough year. But I think these guys, you know, want the spotlight. They want to prove to the world that they're ready to take that everyday position, and you know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited.
Line drive. There's the first base hit at Yankee Stadium. A single to center field by Johnny Damon.
You bring a lot to a ball club. You've done that all your life, and now you're the seasoned, the sage veteran. So what do you bring to this club now?
I bring experience, playoff experience, knowing how to relax in pressure situations, knowing how to be in the right spot at the right time, knowing when to back up bases, knowing I'll turn a single into a double. Because I've been able to do that over the course of my career, that's a big reason why I'm still around and still producing at my age. And I want all these young kids to be able to have this long career that I've had.
Joe Maddon's a guy who likes to mix it up. He's a creative manager. He's a creative guy when it comes to putting a lineup together. Are there a couple of spots in that lineup where you think you fit better than other places?
Well, I definitely, over the course of my career, it's one or two. The thing that helped turn the Yankees around was when they hit me second, because I hit into less double plays than, say, Derek Jeter, and we can extend more innings as the year progresses. When we made that move, it made Jeter better, it made me better. So one or two is ideal for me, but I know Joe likes to tinker with things, and we'll just have to see how it shakes out.
Hey, we're looking forward to a great year. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you on a daily basis this year, and just all the best of luck.
You're the first person who's actually said that they're looking forward to seeing me on an everyday basis. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne, and thank you, Johnny. And you know, Johnny's probably an expert on the American League East, as he's played now on 60% of the teams in the division. There have been a lot of changes within the AL East, not just for the Rays, but for others, and here is a closer look.
The American League East saw 4 of its teams finish with winning records in 2010 as the Rays took the division with a league-leading 96 wins. Repeating in baseball's toughest division in 2011 will be no small feat as the Rays' rivals come back retooled and as hungry as ever. There'll be some new faces wearing pinstripes this year as the Yankees say so long to Lance Berkman and the ever-reliable Andy Pettitte. Vying to win the open spot in the rotation will be veteran starters Bartolo Colon and Freddie Garcia. Russell Martin also makes the move to the Bronx, as well as familiar face Rafael Soriano, who will be taking up the setup role for the ageless Mariano Rivera. As usual, the Boston Red Sox were also very active this offseason. Adrian Beltre does not return, but the Sox add to their offensive firepower, adding slugging first baseman Adrian Gonzalez from San Diego and former Rays star outfielder Carl Crawford. Dan Wheeler and Bobby Jenks were brought in to shore up what was a spotty bullpen for the Red Sox in 2010. This was not a banner offseason for the Blue Jays as Toronto parted ways with talented outfielder Vernon Wells, first baseman Lyle Overbay, catcher John Buck, and one of their best starting pitchers in Sean Markham. New manager John Farrell may have his work cut out for him in 2011. After an impressive turnaround upon his mid-season hiring, Buck Showalter gets his first full season at the helm for the Orioles. The Orioles added some big names for their 2011 campaign as Vlad Guerrero, Derek Lee, Mark Reynolds, and J.J. Hardy all look to add some pop to Baltimore's young lineup. Kevin Gregg joins the bullpen and will be a candidate to be the team's closer. Competition is stiff once again in that AL East as the Rays are ready to repeat as division champs.
Angela, thanks for that look at the American League East. It certainly could be the toughest division again this year in the major leagues.
Coming up on the Rays preseason special, Todd Callis and Brian Anderson look at the key issues facing the Rays in 2011.
What you love about Kyle Farnsworth, this guy's got over 10 years of big league experience, and this is a guy that's going to bring toughness to a bullpen.